Modern gaming. Well, in my opinion, well, it's a bit of a letdown. Tell you about my Tuesday night this week. Tuesday night is a night where I get home from work, take the dog out, and the rest of the night is mine, and mine only, to do nothing. Just chill out. Usually gravitate up in the loft, do a bit of a sorting out. But I get home from work, take the dog out, have a bit of grub, watch a Van Damme film. It was, what was it? Hard Target. Absolutely brilliant film. Loved it. So nostalgic. Seen it many times back in the day. Great film. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get up in the loft and have a little tinker. And I thought, I know what I can do. Have a bit of time in the loft. When I come down, I'm going to have a go on a game. And when I did the Retro Red Stevie Babes challenge on PS1, it's got me really fancying a little cheeky go at a rally game. So I thought, well, I got Dirt 4. And I ain't played that in a long while. So I thought, typical standard stuff, modern gaming, you got to load the bloody game in before you get to play it. So there's me watching the film, bang the game in to load, jump up in the loft, bit of time up here, cheeky bit of time, go downstairs, and I'm all ready, all primed. The controller's been on charge, all ready to roll. Bang the Xbox Series X on, and it's fully downloaded. Oh, lovely. So I go to click on it, and it clicks on and jumps off and won't play. Now I go through about a quarter of an hour of keep trying. Then I switched the console off. Then I switched it back on and tried it again. Then I reset the console so it all shut down properly and started again. And lo and behold, wouldn't work again. So I get a bit of a strop on. Fucking thing. I go on the Xbox support and I loaded the game in on the disc. It's not playing. Without any swearing, but I'm pissed off now. Need help. So I'm looking through the settings. Then I look through the memory and I see that my memory is quite full up. It's about 8 or 9 games that I've got downloaded or loaded onto the system. So there was about, I think it was about 20 odd gig left of my memory, just standard memory. Came with a console, 1 terabyte. So I deleted a game and I thought, well, maybe that's it. Go back to the game, Dirt 4, click on it, and it loads up. Jobs are good and get to play the game. I've already had a go at it before. Played it for about an hour or so before, long time ago. So I click on it and I'm as far as the snow stages. Bust a little go and I think, well, I'm going to be shit for the first couple of goes. But I'll get the hang of it. You know, as you do, you get back in your groove. And then things are all right. Happy days. You gel with it again. And then usually by then, another game comes along. And I sideswipe to another game. Well, I've done the first race. I've rolled the car about 4 times in that first race. Then I've gone on to another one. And mullered the car again. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting better, but it's still bloody tough. So I have another go. And then it just hits me that I ain't getting any better at it. You've really got to put in some time to really do yourself proud, you know. So I think, well, maybe I need to start afresh. So I click on the game itself and abandon that game, delete it, start again. But it saves the medals or the races, your standings that you've got and your money you've achieved. So I'm thinking, right, sod it, I'll go back to level 1, absolute bog standard basic level 1, and start the whole game from scratch. But because there's sort of medals, trophies, what have you, where I've already done it, I'm not that keen on that. I would have preferred it to just completely wipe it dead, start again properly. But I'm having a go, and I just thought, modern gaming, I can't be arsed. I think I'm starting to really come around to the idea that, don't get me wrong, I do not really play hardly any of the retro that I collect. For me, it's about the collection, the thrill of the chase, the room Tetris, the looking at the artwork, the ability to have it all to then play it if I want to. And every now and again I do bust out a different console. At the moment it's the PS3, so I'm playing PS1 games and loving it as and when I do get round to playing stuff. But this modern gaming shit, it's doing my head in. I play a game far enough that something else then piques my interest and I don't go back to the games. And the way it's set up nowadays, unless I go out and buy one of them multi-terabyte bloody solid state drive thingies that plug in the back, giving you boost in your memory, well over a ton. It's just, you can only have sort of 8-10 games loaded on the bloody system. And that pisses me off. I've got a game collection of about 130 games, which ain't big for a collection. But sod's law, I'll pick those 130, and out of those I might pick, I don't know, a mini selection, whittle it down to sort of, I fancy a go on that one or that genre. And then before I know it, I've got to whack the disc in and download the game. Or, worse still, I put the disc in, it's already downloaded. Oh, lovely. But it needs a fucking update. So, I really am losing faith with current or modern generation games. I might as well go back to the bloody old Spectrum or the tapey things that people used to load a fucking tape in and spend a couple of hours waiting for a tape to load up. I mean, it really has taken a step back. I know it started off on the 360 sort of and PS3 sort of starting to load your games in, but it's no good for me. I just want to fucking whack a cartridge in or a disc, fire it up, load it up, jobs are good, and 10 minutes you're playing the game already. I've got a very short attention span with gaming, it's got to be said. And if I can't get to a game and be playing it and drinking it in, then I just lose heart with it. I just can't be arsed. I really can't. So I don't know how you guys feel. Modern gaming, is it a winner for you? I mean, that again, things like Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon, the games are absolutely wild, so well made. When I'm playing them, I'm really having fun. But it's just that sour taste that I can't just go to a game in the wallet, because I've got all my games in wallets downstairs in boxes. So I just open the wallet up, pick the game out, chuck it in. You know, that's how it should be. But no, I have to download the bloody thing. Then I have to go through all the updates before I can go on a game, you know? So it's very limiting. And for someone like me that nowadays, I like to, I mean, it's an effort picking up a controller. For me, it really is an effort, because I think, fucking hell, I'm not really fancying any of the 8-10 games that I've got downloaded already on the system. I fancy something different, and I'm just limited, because then I've got to decide what to delete. Then I've got to wait a few hours for it to download on the system. Then if it's any updates, then I've got to get round to playing it, and I've got to put enough time into it to then get good at it, to then, you know, feel I'm achieving something. Now, I think I'm getting to the point where if it weren't for the fact that the Xbox One games and Series X games are worth fuck all, I'd probably weigh them all in and put them towards something that I've really got a passion for, whether it be the odd games on the Master System I need, the NES, the Mega Drive, the N64. I really would. I'll be honest with you, I really would. As much as I love the up-to-date games, Gears of War, Halo, but I've kind of done them all. There's nothing really, and this goes for the PlayStation 5 as well, although I haven't got the PS5, but there's nothing really that I fancy playing to make me want to go and buy a PS5. And I'm hardly using the Xbox Series X. So I just don't know what way to turn. I think I'm going to have a go at one game that kind of ticks all the boxes. And I did think about this earlier on. I was at work having a ponder of what I can do about this gaming situation, because it's really starting to piss me off. And I just thought, maybe that's the way around it. Do a game that you can do everything on. So Grand Theft Auto 5, I've got that, the Series X version. So it's as pretty as it's ever going to be. And you can run around shooting people, you can go collecting stuff, you can do parts of the story, you can drive, you can do stunts, you can pretty much do anything. You can create havoc or just go around chilling out to the music. So I've come around to the idea that I'm going to have a start on Grand Theft Auto 5, and then hopefully that ticks all the boxes, gets me a bit more into gaming, picking up that controller when it's so easy just to sit back and watch a bit of the tube, you good people, and actually play me games. But I need a one disc fits all or does all. It's really getting to a point where it's disappointing, the up-to-date modern consoles. And yeah, I really need something to, reignite the spark, bring back the love, the want to get home from work, to have a blast on my game, Whereas at the moment, I get home from work and it's just, I'd rather sit back, chill, feet up, and watch a bit of Netflix or YouTube. So yeah, so I'm gonna venture into a bit of Grand Theft Auto 5, and just hope and pray it brings back the love for gaming. I did it. I kind of thought of, well, maybe I just need to buy one of them fucking great big dirty hard drives. And then I'm thinking I'd want it to be an official, because I'm trying to sort of keep to official accessories and that with the newer stuff. So that solid state drive, the little plug-in memory card thing that plugs in the back, I mean, that's 150 quid. Or Xbox have brought out a third party. It looks really cool, I must admit. But then I'm thinking, do I really want to outlay the money it's commanding just for it to sit there, and potentially I'm going to have a load of games loaded on it and still fucking play nothing? So there's a black hard drive that they do, and it's 8 terabyte. It's an 8 terabyte hard drive with a cool light up green line on it. I mean, it looks really good. Endorsed Xbox, it looks wicked. It's not solid state drive, so I do know that will be a little bit, I don't understand it. I presume it's going to not help with the loading times like the Series X can do. I don't know. Or it just might just read off that and then give it the Series X power, the boost, whilst it's loaded in, or I don't know, fuck knows. But that's about 180 quid, I think. So do I want to sink in to the Xbox collection another 180 quid, whatever it may be, when I'm not even really playing anything now? So it's kind of be mad to sink more money into it when it could be more Mega Drive games I could buy. Ooh. I'm waiting on a Mega Drive game to turn up as we speak. Any day now. It's been posted and it's due to be arriving with me tomorrow or the next day. Hey! So, and it's a bit of a Billy bargain. Not too happy about condition, but when it's easily 120 quid game, I think it is, complete and nice condition, when I've robbed it at 35 quid, fucking happy days. Don't matter to me. So anyway, Let me know your thoughts on modern gaming. How are you getting on with it? Or how do you suggest? I find the passion